Hello, and thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. In this video, I will list the 20 most inept species on Earth. As much as we'd want to assume that every pet is a genius, some have fewer neurons than others. A dumb animal isn't unworthy of our care and compassion, but you may wonder if it has any thoughts. Accordingly, in today's video, I've produced a list of the top 20 creatures that I consider to be the most stupid on the planet. Number 1. Killdeer. Killdeer are Midwestern forest birds with no survival capabilities. Despite having wings, these birds prefer the ground. Killdeer are more likely to sit and look at a predator than to fly away. This bird brain will squawk and flap as the predator approaches. Their ignorance limits their lifespan to 10 to 11 months. These robin-sized birds are great swimmers despite being dumb. Killdeer can't nest properly. They scrape the ground, lay eggs, and then build a nest. Number 2. Secretary bird. The 4-foot-tall secretary bird refuses to use its wings, even though it can fly. The bird prefers to walk to grab venomous prey. Because these birds attack by crushing their prey, venomous snakes often kill them. Secretary birds' feet aren't as strong as other hunting birds, therefore anything they kill must be eaten soon away, carried in their beak, or left behind. Their silly plumage, bizarre moniker, and even stranger hunting behaviors make them popular. Number 3. Komodo Dragon. Komodo dragons are mythical-looking lizards that think with their guts. Although these animals' jaws can swallow any size prey, their throats can't. Komodo dragons often swallow deer or other large animals. Some lizards headbutt tree trunks to shove food down their throats. Chronic head trauma can't be good for these lizards, yet they overeat. They don't realize that smaller bites would prevent brain injury. Because they eat rotting carcasses, the germs in their mouth can kill victims in one bite. Number 4. Koala. Koala's body-to-brain ratio is the lowest of any mammal. Koalas can function with such a little brain because they use less energy and brain power. If koalas seem uncaring while eating leaves, it's because they're just filling their hand and munching. Scientists are fascinated by how koalas can survive with such little brain power. Koalas' brains only fill around 70% of their craniums, and they're like two halves of a walnut. Number 5. Chicken. Chickens are famously stupid and can function without a head. Some chicken owners may assert that birds have innate and emotional intelligence, but that's rare. Some chickens escape their fenced coops. A healthy-sized chicken coop is 8 by 12 feet, but a chicken can still get lost. A chicken may know to run and hide when a flockmate is attacked, but it rarely realizes it's being hunted until it's too late. Chickens are wonderful instances of herding behavior, but they're not all problem-solving freethinkers. Number 6. Norwegian Lemming. Norwegian lemmings are cute tiny rodents who think their small size and long teeth are threatening. A Norwegian lemming will scream and bite its long incisors at an approaching animal. Norwegian lemmings have a Napoleon complex, but that's not all they do. A lemming would follow its friend down a precipice if asked. Lemming herds often follow the leader to their deaths. Their colony mentality inspired the game Lemmings. Number 7. Mastiff. Mastiffs are the dumbest dog breeds. Mastiffs are the least likely to pick up on verbal or visual cues from their handlers. Mastiffs are one of the oldest breeds and helped humans throughout history. These guard dogs were deployed in many conflicts throughout history. Mastiffs lack adaptive and working intelligence. These dogs are mostly instinctual. Even if a breed isn't intelligent, there can be outliers. Female mastiffs are smarter instinctually. Number 8. Turkey. According to a University of Missouri turkey expert, turkeys aren't as smart as people think. Humans made them dumb, though. Poultry breeders strive for high size and docility while breeding animals. Since humans have bred turkeys for generations, they've never needed their brains. Even a person who doesn't use their brain consistently will experience what happens when you don't use it, except for turkeys. Domesticating turkeys has greatly reduced their instinctive intelligence. Commercial turkeys only survive 18 to 21 weeks, which doesn't help. Number 9. Kakapo. Kakapos are New Zealand's only flightless parrots. The roughly 9-pound flightless bird is dumb because of how it reacts to predators. Humans were Kakapo's only predators after 1,000 years on their tranquil island. Never having been injured, the kakapos stood still as danger came. This nearly caused their extinction, but they escaped. Fewer than 100 kakapos remain. Number 10. Horned lizard. Horned lizards will befriend much larger humans for a snack. Lack of caution or dread hinders the horned lizard. People have befriended and domesticated these foolish animals. Horned lizards prove that being foolish isn't always a negative thing. Due of their friendliness, hunters for the global pet trade or those who don't know you shouldn't take an animal out of its habitat unless required often capture these lizards. These lizards should avoid strangers' food. Number 11. Slow loris. The sluggish loris is another animal that approaches humans without thinking. These house cat-sized mammals don't need to be smart because their venomous bite can kill a predator. Slow loris and platypus are the only poisonous mammals on Earth. Despite how sweet and fluffy this animal may look, you shouldn't cuddle it. Lady Gaga got bitten by one while filming her song video. Their bites can cause anaphylactic shock and kill if not handled immediately. Number 12. Emu. Emus are even unintelligent than their flightless ostrich kin. McGill University's Louis Lefebvre says emus are Australia's stupidest birds. Emus are bad at adapting to new environments and learning new skills. Although birds are known for being curious, they can't use the information they gather. Emus do unusual things, but they are not more productive or affect their environment. Number 13. Goblin Shark. Goblin sharks look alien, but they've lived in the deep sea longer than people have. This has left the goblin shark unaccustomed to predators. Scientists can approach goblin sharks without them fleeing. Laziness and lack of sociability may explain a goblin shark's stupidity. Goblin sharks can only survive in the deep sea, therefore scientists can't relocate them for studies. Because their pink hue originates from blood flow, they lose it as they die. Number 14. Bulldog. Popularity doesn't make English bulldogs smart. While we've all seen bulldogs with human hobbies like skateboarding, that has nothing to do with their instinctive intelligence, obedience, or adaptive intelligence. The bulldog ranks 136th among 138 dog breeds for intellect. This makes them low IQ dogs. Bulldogs, like mastiffs, aren't bred to be quick-witted. For years, they've bit and tore bulls' ankles, which doesn't involve much critical thought. Number 15. Jerboa. Jerboas look like a chipmunk, a bunny, and a kangaroo. Their tiny skulls can't fit a huge brain. Their brains develop slowly compared to other rats despite being small. A jerboa needs 8 weeks to master its lengthy hind legs. Jerboas are famed for their ability to jump high and fast, yet it takes them 11 weeks to learn the skill. Before their first successful jump, they faceplant a lot. Number 16. Panda. Humans have only kept pandas alive this long. Without humanity, pandas would be extinct. Pandas have the least instinctual intelligence and aren't great at adapting or obeying. They can scarcely reproduce, therefore humans must help. Their lack of survival skills or desire to keep their species alive has led numerous governments to invest much in pandas. Some wonder why humanity keeps the species around. Number 17. Flamingo. Flamingos' attractive colors make them an accessible prey, but their lack of defensive strategies hinders them. Flamingos can only defend themselves by huddling together. These birds have evolved to stand in water with alligators and huge cats. Flamingos help predators eat and drink simultaneously. These birds expect to be eaten and haven't modified their eating habits beyond clustering up. Pink birds flock together, making them easier to notice for predators or tourists. Number 18. Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu cannot survive on its own. As home pets, these dogs lack instinctive intelligence. Shih Tzus lack the instinct to labor like Great Pyrenees or St. Bernards and don't need as much cerebral stimulation. They're great for first-time dog owners. Number 19. Chameleon. Even domesticated chameleons have trouble surviving in tanks or cages. Colorful critter owners must be careful when building their homes. Chameleons appreciate the way heat feels and can't swim. They can drown in inches, thus they need shallow water bowls. These critters often tumble to their deaths in their own cages or become lodged in nooks where their owners may not notice. Number 20. Sheep. Sheep may be cuddly and cute, but they're not the brightest. Wool growers are noted for blank stares and drooling. A mother sheep may forget her dead lamb in 4 hours, a survival mechanism. The mother will abandon her lamb if she's overwhelmed. Lambs without herd protection will perish alone. It's nice that humans domesticated them and watched the flock. These, in my opinion, are the most inept animals that can be found everywhere in the world. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and you'll be among the first to know whenever I post a new video. All of this is really appreciated.